What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video today. Before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys are having a very good day today. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. We have your 10 out of 10 stages. We have your movie bosses, Extreme Super Battle, no item run. Now this one here is a complete nightmare, especially if you don't have Janemba, LR Janemba at fully rainbow, right? Now I was very lucky to find a friend here at 69%, as you guys saw from the beginning of the video. But my god, was I robbed like probably like 7 or 8 times, actually getting the no item run. And this one's really tricky, right? I have seen some team build. Shout out here to Tom, and also shout out here to someone on Twitter. I forgot his name. I'll probably say it later on in the video, but they actually got the no item run here for movie bosses as well. And I'm saying this was by far the hardest one, right? For the team build, I did bring LR, Broly, Chila, and Lemmo. And the reason why is because, you know, as far as the orb RNG, it's actually not that bad. But as long as you give them 7 key spheres, they do have a 100% chance to dodge, which of course is really good. Because you can see all these attacks in the front, we are taking no damage. And on top of that, if you actually give them like the AGL or the in orbs, they do provide your attack or defense, right? Something for STR and tech key spheres. Now, Tapion is someone I've been kind of actually playing around with, right? Because I actually almost got the run done with a double in Broly, right? And reason why is because I was using Tapion. Now, Tapion is actually good defensively, as long as he's only facing one character. And the reason why is because if he does lower the defense of that, if he actually lowers the attack of that one opponent that's attacking him, being type neutral or type disadvantage, Tapion will be able to tank afterwards, right? But the real issue, right, is going to be here Tech Janemba. Tech Janemba is probably the one that causes the most headache, and the reason why is because of his dumbass, you know, passive design they decided to give him, right? If he only needed 3 key spheres, Janemba, I'm telling you right now, I can understand the double rainbow key spheres, sure, whatever. But if he only had here 3 key spheres that he needed instead of 4, Janemba would be like insane, right? But the thing is that we do need here, we actually do need 4 key spheres, which is actually very annoying. Now you can see here that for the main rotation that you're trying to want to go with, is that you want to have your Frieza with, of course, Tapion. And the reason why is because they actually share this very important link, which of course is called Revival, right? Revival is going to recover HP when your HP is below 50%. I believe I have max level 10 links. It's going to provide you 5% HP recovery. But right now, Tapion's only going to be here at basically like, I think 2.5%, right? Because I don't have him fully max level 10 links here. Now, Broly, now LR, I mean, not LR Broly, but the in Broly is actually really good defensively. Even type neutral, right? You can see here that against Krillin, he only takes here about like 4 figures, right? As long as he gets here 2 super attacks, he can actually tank, which is actually really good. And of course, our Janemba here, he's just really here to be on the next rotation with the LR Janemba. Now again, we got very lucky again because as you guys saw here the way I set up my orbs, I was able to get your 7 key spheres. And on top of that, we are also at the same time actually giving more attack and defense to Janemba in the second spot here. Now you could do here a double LR Janemba. I think it's possible, but you really need to be very lucky with RNG. And the reason why is his bullshit like design at the back, where for some odd reason in the 3rd spot you're not guarding, right? That's just like the dumbest flaw I feel like for Janemba. I know that Janemba is really great, but that design of having no guard ability in the 3rd slot really makes no sense here. So again, we have your very lucky again. Most attacks are in the front, so Broly at the back we don't have to worry about him. And then we just slowly take out everyone their HP because Broly isn't be doing a double super attack. Plus, because we gave the LR tape, the LR Broly, Chila, Lemmo, the STR key spheres, they are providing extra 39% attack to the whole rotation. Again, LR Broly, Chila, Lemmo are actually really good. You could use LR Turles, by the way, but the only problem with LR Turles, and then there we go, boop, there's Janemba with the nullification. LR Turles, the only issue with him is that he's very RNG, right? As far as movie bosses, he's your best character to have a good chance of stunning, because everyone else in movie bosses only has a medium chance, where LR Turles on his 18 key super has a high chance, but I find it very unreliable in my runs here, right? Because in this team build, I actually replaced the Tapion with LR Turles. I was kind of going back and forth, but again, it just wasn't really working out here. Now, as you can see, we got, again, very lucky. All the attacks are in the front. Frieza is gonna attack all. Is gonna tank all of those damage. And then after here, we actually have your Broly at the back, who's gonna slowly take out Piccolo if he actually does survive here. Now, the trick to actually get this done is that you want to get the Dokkan attack in the last phase. So this is why I'm going for the same type keystrokes as much as possible, because once you get the Dokkan attack in the last stage, you pretty much have the game in the bag as long as you can survive that one turn. So we take care of Piccolo, and now we go on to the second stage. Now, this second stage was a nightmare. This is the hardest one of all of them. In my opinion, this was the biggest one to kind of like survive. And the reason why is because, you know, you come into this turn here from the first stage where everyone is taking like over 200k of damage on normals. And then you have to come back into another rotation with 3 characters, right? And again, this is the problem with bringing LR Turles, is that we have this AGL Goku. AGL Goku is a huge problem. Now, if Janemba here in the front was at 100%, this would have been an easy victory, right? And the reason why is because the more dupes you have in Janemba, the better his defensive capabilities, right? And at this point here, the friend is at 69%, who is actually very high level linked, but not fully, but he's very high level linked. But at this point here, you know, he's our best option to put in slot number 1, just because, again, Tech Janemba, since we're not able to get the 2 Rainbow Key Spheres, you only have his guard ability. But we were able to get here another 7 Key Spheres for LR, for LR Broly, Chilai, Lemmo. So now we have a guaranteed dodge, but we're also providing here 39% defense to the whole rotation. So again, LR Broly, Chilai, Lemmo, really good. In this type of stage here, for the second one, you kind of go 2 ways here. You either kill Goku first, or you kill Trunks. And the reason why is because Trunks is actually the weakest one when it comes to, taking damage here, but also has a lower HP. Now, Goku, on the other hand, Goku is actually going to be the strongest one. He has the most HP, does the most damage. So really, depending on the situation, you're either going to go for Goku or you're going to go for Trunks first. So I decided to go for Trunks first just because, again, you know, the orbs weren't that great, but we are able to do a lot of damage here. And now we got very lucky right here in the situation. So this is where Tapion and Angel Golden Frieza do kind of take over, right? So you have this small window when you have this rotation where basically you're below 50%. And after that, you're also above 40%. So by doing so, you are able to kind of transfer with Tapion, do massive damage. Because the thing about these characters in movie bosses for Extreme Super Battles is that their HP is actually not a lot. So characters like Tapion in this giant form actually do a lot of damage here. So again, this is kind of the golden window you're looking for if you're using this team build, is that you're looking to be just below 50% but still above 40%. So you can actually still have here the damage reduction of Golden Frieza. And also on top of that, because you're below 50%, you're going to have the Revival Link here, which actually is also going to heal you up because you are below 50%. So again, we're going here for Trunks. Again, Trunks is the weakest one, and then when we have your only 2 enemies, then that is where it becomes pretty much simple here. So again, movie bosses is just right now in a very difficult spot. I would say you would probably must run an LR Broly. But maybe not, because LR Broly is also kind of holding you back. Like, he does do massive damage, but his defense is just not on par unless you are facing a physical unit here. Then that's where Broly kind of takes over. So again, we're just trying to go for Trunks, trying to make sure that we actually take care of Trunks here. Now, also about Tapion is that Tapion also, you could have this chance here. We actually transfer for 3 turns. So by doing so, you are able to do massive damage here as well. So you can see here, we're not taking any damage, we're dodging all the super attacks, and we're slowly taking out Trunks. So again, so that's really the strategy, is that you want to go into the next turn below 50% but still above 50%, right? So that's the main strategy on your second rotation. Your other rotation is, of course, both Janembas on the same rotation, and the reason why is because the thing is that they do share Metamorphosis, which does heal you up, I believe, 10% of HP. So that is very consistent every single turn, that double healing. Now we got super duper lucky again. As you can see here, we have most attacks in the front. And then this is where I was talking about, where basically Tapion, right, is able to attack as long as you're only facing one enemy that's actually attacking him. So for example, if let's say all the attacks in the middle were just Vegeta, Tapion can still tank pretty well, just because again he has that damage reduction, but also he's also lowering the attacker for Vegeta. In this moment here, I was actually very scared because the thing is that it's still a 50-50, depending where Vegeta's going to super attack. If Vegeta super attacks Tapion, we pretty much lose the run because Tapion will still take about, I would say, probably like 250k of damage, and our HP is below, it's just barely 500k, right? So again, that's the real scary part, is that Tapion cannot get supered, but he can still take normals, which is pretty good here, right? So again, we just go for Trunks just to make sure that he is going to be taken care of. All right, and there goes Golden Frieza, beautiful double digits. And then here comes, of course, Tapion. Now this is the moment to shoot. If we get supered on Tapion, we lose the run. If we don't get supered, then we're pretty much good to go here, right? So there goes Tapion. Again, we actually lower the attack of Vegeta, and now we take only 24k. I mean, normal units without the damage reduction, and if your defense is not over 300k, you are taking like 80k of damage, which is disgusting, right? Again, this super battle is the most difficult super battle run, in my opinion. Just because, again, you don't have that many units that actually stun, that actually have a good chance of stunning, and also that's actually not that many characters that have very good damage reduction. So now we come to the second phase here again, and now again there's no attacks at the back, so our character is pretty much safe to go here for the in Broly. So I make sure I get all those physical keystrokes for Janemba, and the reason why is because I want to build up my Dokkan meter and also heal up here as well. So again, here we go. I actually go and give this in key sphere, and you can see here that we're almost done with the run. Janemba comes very clutch with the nullification again, because again, we probably would have took maybe at least 190k of damage, bringing us below 40% in our next rotation, and that is no good at all. So we actually get a double super here, which is really good, and now we take care of Vegeta. And also we actually got here the 4 keysters for the Tech Janemba, so our defense is much better. And now we have nothing to worry about because Goku already supered. And now we take care, of course, of Vegeta. So now it's pretty much good to go here. Right, so we have the Dokkan attack, and now this is where things get very scary, right? So my Broly has full additional, both the in Broly and the STR Broly. They both have full additional. Just because I'm more of a person, if you're going to increase your attack and defense, I'm going to go full additional, because anyway, if you actually do additional super, you still have a chance here to crit here as well. So there goes Broly. Again, Broly is super good. And really, his damage reduction, as long as you're not facing type disadvantage, he can actually tank pretty well here. So again, we actually got pretty lucky. Again, no attacks. I mean, the attacks are kind of spread out here, but they're all at the back. So I am able to get 3 key spheres for you, get these 3 AGL key spheres for Tapion to lower the attack even more, and then Broly Shilai Lemo, we got here beautiful 24 key super, as well as getting all that HP recovery. Now I was a bit worried if Goku was going to super attack the middle. That was my biggest fear, because it could happen. It always happens in Super Battle Road, right? So there goes Golden Frieza, no super attack in the front. So right now I'm hoping my best that we don't get super here. I'm praying on my knees right now. And we actually get the initial attack with a beautiful crit, but it does not take out Goku. But it doesn't matter because Goku decides only to do a normal attack. So there we go. Now we actually get the secure right here, and we take care of Goku. So now here comes the big run. This is where the RNG kicked in at this very moment, right? So this right here was make it or break it, because we have a Dokkan attack, but the attacks are all in the front and they're all spread out. And I had to make a decision to either give the Dokkan attack to either LR Janemba or I give it to the Tech Janemba. In this very moment, I decided to actually give it to the LR Janemba, right? And the reason why is because I was worried that we were going to get supered. And if we were going to get supered in the front, our best defense is actually going to be here, the LR Janemba, because he does have a 50% chance to do a nullification on Ki Blast. So at this very moment, I'm actually deciding which key spheres to actually give to LR Janemba. And I decided to also go here for Trunks as well, just because Trunks is actually the weakest one in this group here. But also as well, we have STR Broly on rotation, so I want to make sure that that we actually take care of the AGL Trunks, right? So I go for AGL Trunks. That's going to be the game plan. We got super lucky with the orbs. We have here the SCR orbs. We actually have here 2 rainbow key spheres as well. So we are getting that extra attack and defense and the damage reduction as well, while still going for Trunks. And then of course here, this is where basically For Broly, I was deciding if I should actually get here the 18 key super or the 12 key super. And I decided, you know what, if I'm going to go balls deep, I might as well go for the 18 key super. Might have been a misplay, but we actually get the run done here, right? And this was, I'm telling you right now, my boys, this was planned out beautifully. The RG was on my side right here. So, of course, your number here taking 27k from normals, which is completely fine. So now we have here the Dokkan attack. And, you know, Januma is in a pretty good position, right? He has very good level links here. He's at 69%, and we have support as well. So, as long as we get a crit here or there, we're pretty much good to go, right? And I think that we actually do get a crit, because if you take a look here at Goten is actually almost dead from this super attack, right? So, there goes Januma. Alright, we go for Kid Trunks. There we go. And then look at the HP. It's almost done here for, of course, your Goten. But Goten decides to do a super attack. And then bang, we actually get the nullification. Which was really good, because I think if we ate that super attack, we probably would have died. And then there goes Januma. And then Januma comes with additional super attack. So not only do I have the damage reduction, but we're raising our defense even more. And we take out, of course, your STR Trunks. So here comes the super attack from Gohan, but we only take care of 113k, which is basically double digits. And now this is where it becomes very scary. So we got very lucky that the 18 key super actually made it to Gohan. And now we have here a double super attack, right? Alright, so there we go. We're a beautiful crit. And the additional attack comes through because our HP was just below, just above 100k. But we had two super attacks. And Broly took 100k from a normal. So by that, we survive. We get the transformation. Goten is pretty much game over. And that is the run. So we clutch it out with a beautiful additional from the LR STR Broly. Alright, so there we go. That is the no item run, 10 out of 10. The new king of Super Battle Road. Shout out to the Masked Ningen. But of course, you know, I don't know if I'm going to beat SBR King. I'm kind of deciding right now, but you know, it's 10 out of 10, my boys, so it is what it is. Shout out to the Truth as well. Very impressive run with the AJ Turles. So right now we're going to go ahead and look at the team build here. Alright, so now it's going to be a breakdown here of the units here. So maybe a very quick part right here. But again, 10 out of 10 stages done. King of Global right now, because again, shout out to anyone who actually got this done here as well for the movie bosses. But here we go. I'm probably gonna do like a montage video for other runs here, for other stages, because unfortunately I didn't have enough time to do my voiceover. But yeah, 10 out of 10 stages done. Your boy Blaze, no item run master. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, comment down below. And of course, hopefully I see you guys on the next one. Peace.